just to start off with like a little fun question, I saw that you majored in mechanical engineering in college. What was that like trying to balance classes and playing volleyball?
It was a real challenge. I won't sugarcoat it. My teammates say that I was either in the gym or studying, and you didn't see me anywhere else. And that is 100% true, but I loved it, and I do it all over again. I love the challenge of both.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to this season, especially playing in your home state?
I think that's the most important thing for me is being so close to home and having such a phenomenal opportunity to put professional women's volleyball on the map here in Ohio. And I just have never played at a professional level so close to home, and I can tell that this is a really great group. We have clicked right away. And so in addition to playing so close to home, just being with a great group, and those are both up at number one for me.
Yeah, since you've also had experience playing professional ball, what drew you to coming back here to Ohio?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, just being so close to home. I'm used to playing overseas, 5,000 miles away, and having a 6 to 8 hour time change with my family. And so it's nice if we get done in the afternoon of practice. If I need to escape home for an hour or two, it's an hour, 15-minute drive. And so that was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up when I got in touch with our staff when recruiting was happening for this year.
And with Ohio having a strong sports culture, how do you plan on embracing it?
Since I'm from Ohio, I've felt that strong sports culture since I was a little kid and was a multi-sport athlete, and just felt that community environment and that camaraderie since a very young age. And I'm excited to accelerate that and push that even more at the professional level. And volleyball is blowing up at a youth level, junior, professional, and so to do that in the Midwest here in Ohio is something that I don't take for granted, and hope I can pull my own weight as an individual player, but also as a big contributor to the team.
Now that you have a couple practices under your belt, how have you felt so far?
The first couple practices have been great. We have been thrown right into the mix and haven't had much of a sort of ramp up, which I think sometimes is a good thing, that you just got to get thrown in, see where you're at, and go from there. So it's been great to connect immediately with the girls and see where everybody's at from a preseason standpoint. And we have a great training staff from a lifting standpoint with Anthony Schlegs, we call him Schlegs for short, and in the Armory. And then we have a beautiful facility here at the Bob Crane Community Center that's brand spanking new with a great floor. That's important for our joints, and so I'm excited to see where we go. It's a quick preseason to get suited before January, so we're just being thrown in it, and I love it.
Before our first practice, I hadn't even been out here to this facility. What have you thought of just being here so far?
It's beautiful. I'm the same as you. I'd never been here. I've only seen Bob Crane in photos, but the biggest thing, especially as a bit of an older player now, I don't consider myself old, just I'm not a 21-year-old out of college anymore, is having a really good floor and really nice wood to play on and jump on 100 times a day. So this is beautiful, and it's close to our apartment, so really can't complain.
What has the adjustment process been like, especially joining a new team and stepping into a new environment and system?
Yeah, I can't say that I'm overwhelmed by it because I'm used to being part of a new team almost every year. That's often how it works as a professional player. And so just having the support of my own hometown and community, it actually makes the transition a bit easier because it is home. And that's something that I am just very thankful for.
What have you noticed about the team's chemistry as everyone's starting to get reps together?
We are a very experienced and big team from a physicality standpoint. I think that's one thing I noticed right off the bat, even before we saw each other. I could tell from the names and seeing video of players before of how they operate on the court. And I think that'll be one of our biggest advantages as a team, is just our physical presence. And I could tell that even just jumping right into 6-on-6 these last 2 days of how physical we are. And I think that is something that will be a huge proponent and something that we really tap into for this season.
What do you think will define the team's identity heading into the season?
I think we'll still need some time to figure that out. We've only been together 2 days, so I can't just pinpoint one thing at the moment. But I think with just looking at the names we have, and from the first 2 days of practice, we have a lot of experience. Obviously, we have some rookies in their first, second year, but we can lean into that experience from the older players, and I think that's something that will carry us through this entire season from start to finish.
Okay, final question. What do you have to say to Fury fans to get excited for the season?
Fury fans, come out and support us. We're excited for this new season, and we cannot do this without you. So come out and see us at Nationwide very, very soon.
All right, thank you. All right, just to start off with a fun question. What's the most interesting hobby or skill that most people don't know about you?
I'm pretty good at a few different video games.
Can you?
Oh, explain?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's embarrassing or not, but I'm pretty good at Fortnite.
That's great. That's great. All right, yeah, just now transitioning into actual questions. How are you feeling so far going into year 2 with the Fury, and what are your expectations?
I feel really good. I've had a great off season. A lot of excitement building up with the new girls on the team for this season, and I've got high expectations for this year. I think that we can do a lot of winning.
And then, was there a moment last season that really made you feel that you were playing professional volleyball? And then, how did you recover from it, and how would you use that experience going into year 2?
I think it was probably my first game, just seeing the faster speed of the game and just the amount of fans that you had. It's just a much higher level of volleyball. So after really the first game, it was a big adjustment period. So I think it was just kind of building confidence over time, which I feel like I have a lot more confidence now. So I feel very prepared.
Then, how do you feel having Megan and Raina return to the team with you, and what are you most anticipating?
I'm really excited to have Raina and Megan back. I think it's good to have familiar faces on the team. We've already played together. We've got that good connection on the court. So I'm just super excited.
And then, how has practice been so far, and what are your biggest takeaways?
Practice has been great so far. It's been really awesome to see the different experiences, and we've got a lot of veteran players on the court with us this year. So just picking from what they've learned and putting into each of our games, just working on how we're going to gel together. It's been really cool, so I'm really excited.
And also having a new gym, how's your experience so far?
I love it. I think that it's a great environment to play in. No complaints, honestly. It's a lot of space. It's very nice. So we're very thankful that we got this opportunity to play here.
How is the team's chemistry developing as the preseason ramps up?
I think it's great. I think we're still getting to know each other, obviously, but so far so good. I like everyone on the team. I think that we've all started good foundations of a good relationship, and we've all got one common goal that we want a championship gym and we want to win. So I really think that it's going to be a good group this year.
And then, with the roster looking different from last year, how do you see like the new rotations and players fitting together?
I think, like Angel said, we've got a much bigger team, and so that comes with physicality. We've got a good mix between. We've got some nice rookies coming in, and then we've got some veteran players. So being able to lean on each other and to balance out the veteran players leading the rookies and us to being the best team that we can be, I think that it's going to be awesome.
And what do you think will define the team's identity heading into the season?
I think that just playing with confidence. I think that we've got a great group, very resilient. So I think that we're just building that culture. So just leaning into all like the values and that we have that we're going to be setting up in the next few weeks. So it's might be early to tell what exactly we want our team to look like, but I think that we've got a really great start.
And then my final question: what do you have to say for Fury fans to get excited?
I got to say that you're going to see a lot of winning this year. It's going to be a great team, and I hope that you guys come and show out. It's going to be some really good volleyball.
Starting off with a fun question: which drills do the players most complain about, and are they right?
I think the most they complain is when we do defense, that they gotta hit the floor as much as we can. We enjoy having them on the floor. I think they get bruised a lot, so they don't enjoy that part of it. I don't know if they're right. You know, I think they chose this sport. This sport, you gotta be hitting the floor constantly. So I don't know.
Sounds like it's the best floor around too.
Yeah, they were complaining it was a bit hard, but let's go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, all right. Going into year 3 as the head coach of the Fury, what are your expectations going into the season, and what are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, you know, I think last year was a tough year for us in terms of results. We didn't get the results that we would have wanted to. We lost a lot of heartbreakers, 5-setters, you know, that might have been a different story if we would have been a couple of those. So Heading into the season, we're hopefully our main goal is try to continue to build that culture that we want to have here in our gym, keep people buying into what we want to do, and figure out who are those people that we want to have here on the long run so we can have a successful franchise, not just this year's, but for years to come. I think our goal is to try to be on the top 4 volleyball-wise, finish on those top 4 and try to have an opportunity to win the championship. We know we're a long ways from it, so excited to be able to work each day to try to get better and figure out if we can get some wins along the way and push ourselves to compete with the top 4 teams in the league. Everybody's going after Orlando's head. They're the defending champs, and I think our goal is try to compete for that championship. And we got lots of work to do, but we're excited with the group we have and excited to be in the gym.
How's practice so far, and what has stood up to you the most?
Yeah, practice slowly starting. First week it's always hard. Most of these girls come from a long break of not doing anything, so we're kind of figuring each other out. I'm figuring out the players figuring out the way we train and the way we practice. What I've been liking is the camaraderie along the team. I think everybody is excited to be around one another. I think the chemistry has been pretty good for a team that it's basically new. We're only repeating 3 players, so I like that part. I like the energy's been good in practice. We're working hard. Now let's see how that translates to results.
And, what are your thoughts on the new training facility?
Yeah, it's amazing. We're lucky to be here in this beautiful facility. We've been blessed to be around different great facilities throughout the years. First year we were really happy at the field house. Last year, a great relationship with Columbus School of Girls. And, this year, when we saw the opportunity of coming here, I thought it was a good opportunity to us to be in this community. And, of course, the building is brand new, state-of-the-art. The floor, it's really good for our players. We have a little older team this year, so I think the fact that the floor, it's a little bit bouncier, helps with, knees, backs, all that kind of stuff. So, grateful to be here, happy that we could make this work, grateful to the city of Upper Arlington and to everybody that was involved in the process, and, looking forward to building this partnership, not just for this year, but hopefully for years to come. I think we finally found a home here, and we feel comfortable here, and hopefully this can go a long ways.
As you're looking ahead into the season, what kind of identity do you hope this team develops, and how are the players responding to the intensity and expectations you set early on?
Yeah, we want to build a team that the city feels proud of. I think a team that fights every point, a team that it's gritty, that wants to go after every ball, wants to fight every point. I think that's kind of what the city represents. I think a city that it's a resilient city, that it's always looking to get better, looking to progress and all that kind of stuff. And I think we want to identify with that and, build from it. So hoping that all of our fans that come have seen that in the first 2 years, and hopefully this year won't be any different. I think players are committed to working hard. That's as much as I can ask. The rest is on our hands to try to develop them properly and give them the tools for them to be successful. So I think the team's going to fight. I think the team's going to play hard every single point, and hopefully we can get some victories that will attract more people to our gym.
Day 1, we talked to Maya, and she had told us just the craziness and getting drafted and the week turnaround, moving here and all of that. How huge is that she was able to join the team on day 1 of practice?
Yeah, Maya is a great character, a great person to be around. Ever since our first phone call, she was, when can I get there? I was like, let's figure it out together. She was just finishing her season, still had a couple of things to do in school, and the fact that she wanted to be here and she was able to get everything together in 3-4 days and then drove down to Columbus, speaks highly about her and her commitment to the Fury and her commitment to getting better. So, it was great news when we heard that she wanted to be here. We did everything we could on our end to bring her here. But again, that speaks highly about Maya more than anything else, about, her wanting to be here, her wanting to be with the team, her wanting to come as fast as she could. So I'm excited for Maya. Maya is kind of our sleeper in the draft, kind of like Abby was last season. And, hopefully we can give her tools for her to keep improving.
And she said she's still going to take classes in the spring while
Yeah,
competing. So
yeah.
that just shows a lot of discipline.
Yeah, again, hats up to Maya. That's all on her. We just made the call and we told her we want you whenever you're able to come. And she's like, I want to be there tomorrow. So it's great. We like those kind of people. We want people that want to be here more than anything. And those are the people you need to build a competitive culture.
We have 2 draftees who are playing in the tournament starting tomorrow.
Yes.
I guess if you have a message for either of them.
Yeah, we're excited about our other 2 draftees that are about to start their tournament. Of course, we want them here as soon as we can, but we also want them to be very successful with their universities. So I'm hoping for a great run for both of them. For Avery and Indiana, I think they have a real opportunity to make a good run on the NC2A. And to Flor, everybody knows the kind of player that she's been this year in the NC2A and the impact that she's had. So I see her also having a run. I think they're going to have a tough matchup that second day against Kansas, but anybody's game. And I think if they pass that, they have a legitimate shot also to do something great for both of their universities. Indiana plays in the Big Ten, and it's a university that is having the season of their life. Best season in the history, and big part of that, it's Avery on their team. So I'm excited to see where that can take her, and we're here open arms waiting for her whenever she finishes. And for Flor, the same. I think she left a legacy in Miami, changed the culture of that program. Now they're a competitive team, like top 20 team year after year. And again, Florida is a big part of why that happened. So expecting greatness from both of them here in the tournament. And again, hoping to have them here as soon as they can and continue to work and building our culture. So good luck to both of them, and we'll be cheering from afar and supporting from afar.
Yeah, just like what are your expectations for Mega, Abby, and Reina, given that they've been a part of the team for the past couple seasons?
Yeah, we love our Ohio girls. Megan has been face of our franchise ever since the first day. When I got this job and I found out Megan was living in Columbus and an Ohio native, I think that was one of my main goals, was to try to get a player that represents what she represents in the volleyball community to build around, and I think she's been the cornerstone of what we're trying to build. She's been an example for all our young players that are coming along, hence Abby and Reina that came here last season and, just kind of fell into their leadership and are embracing the opportunity of being the new leaders of this group. So we're excited, to have the 3 of them back. Again, Abby was a sleeper on the draft last year, and she came out of nowhere, finished top 10 in the hitting percentage in the league. So it's great that she wants to be here in her home state. So, and Reina, she lives 30 minutes from here. So grew up playing volleyball here. She feels at home here. And I think she was developing really nice towards the end of the year when she got injured. So we're expecting really great things from Reina this season and expect another solid season from Abby, and Megan, again, her leadership, it's her cornerstone of our team, the way she goes about stuff, the way she goes about training, the energy she brings, the commitment she brings. I think that is what we want to translate to all the rest of the players that come. So excited for our Ohio girls, hoping to get more Ohio people here in our gym this year, next year, and for years to come, and provide a opportunity for all these 100,000 players that play volleyball on the club level to have a house, to know that they have a house here whenever they decide to turn pro. So.
All right, my last question. What do you have to say to Fury fans to get excited for the season?
What do I have to say to Fury fans? You know, to Fury fans, what do I have to say? I think just keep supporting us, be patient with us. I know last year was a tough year. Hopefully this year we've built a better team, a bigger team that will be something they're proud of. We want them to be as rowdy as they've been the last couple of years. I think we have one of the best atmospheres to play professional volleyball in the States, and that is in big part because of the fans. So again, I would love to see the gym as packed as it was last year, and if we can get more people in, better. I know we got to do our part. We got to do our end of the part of the deal, and we got to get some wins to keep getting people in. So be patient with us, and rest assured that we're going to work hard to give you the best possible team in there, and these girls we're going to make all of you proud. Para todos nuestros fanáticos de habla hispana, de español, los esperamos a todos en la casa del Columbus Fury, Nationwide Arena. Agradecemos el apoyo que nos han brindado por los primeros 2 años y esperamos su continuo apoyo por los próximos años, los próximos meses. Estaremos trabajando duro en la pretemporada para tener un equipo de respeto, de nivel, en el que ustedes se sientan orgullosos. Así que gracias y nos vemos en Nationwide.